day. Going out to New Mexico. Got to land on a super remote private ranch. I helped do water and electrical and stuff on a really remote cabin that's way back in here. And it is so cool. Original homestead. Late 1800s, a small addition in the early 1900s. The original cistern is there. The original water storage. Looked like they tried to do a well and it didn't work out. They wound up getting their water a ways off. Looks like they turned the original well attempt into a cistern. And so set it up to where you're getting it out of there. I'm flying over just dozens of original 19th century buildings and homesteads. Most of them is just the foundations. Every now and then, when the tin roofs came out in the early 1900s, you'll see some of them that got one slapped on them, but a lot of, you see the chimneys, and you can tell by the locations. You can still see the 160 grid lines from the homesteading, where they constructed some type of a fence, and then the sand rolls in with the tumbleweeds, makes the dunes along the fence, and so for 150 years you've got a permanent look at that 160, and you can see how they were kind of gridded out, and even from the air you can see some of them not quite so perfectly. So it's just really neat to see that much history. But he's done some interior work. I did the stove piping, the hard part of it anyways. Had an original wood burning oven in it, and he was able to get that working. It's just really cool. When I was doing the plumbing and electrical, they had used for insulation mud and newspapers, and I found newspapers from 1895 and found a catalog from like 92, I think was the oldest one I found. I found wallpaper from catalogs in 1895 as well, and ordering clothing and sizing and stuff. Pretty amazing. So now there's just a lot of elk, bears, mountain lions, and Barbary sheep. So I've been all over. It's got a lot of Indian ruins on it, some caves, a lot of Indian artifacts. It's really amazing. Could have been a national monument. I'm really glad it didn't, and it gets to be enjoyed by someone, because while a lot of times the national monuments in their inception and their vision, it's a fantastic idea, but it's kind of turned into really don't get to see a lot of what they don't want you to, especially along the Indian artifacts and ruins and anything ancient. They tend to kind of board that off, and so then no one gets to enjoy it. So I'm glad to see a balance where a lot of it gets to stay in the hands of private, because they take far better care of it than the government ever could, and they don't introduce all these new species and new foliage and stuff like that. In fact, he's restored so much of it from the invasives that the New Mexico government brought in, that has destroyed most of the river drainages, and now they're trying to figure out how to get them out. Well, you're never going to get a grant for taxpayer dollars to get a whole lot of stuff done, but private land at smaller sections, smaller bite-sized pieces, you're able to go in and do a much more better and conscientious job of restoring it. So it's pretty neat to see. This place puts a lot of national monuments to shame, in my opinion, and I'm glad to see it in the hands of someone who takes care of it so good. And he lets me come out and enjoy it. Got to do some hunting on it. Let me shoot turkey off of it, and this is on the original Santa Fe Trail, so he's got a really neat old road cut into the side of absolute sheer cliffs. And it was an abandoned Wells Fargo project, so on the Santa Fe Trail they were coming into this canyon, and as a way to get out, it was their attempt, and they got it either done or mostly done, but they wound up moving the exit on further down, and so the original Wells Fargo station and mill house and everything is actually about 5 miles down river. And so it's really neat because you can fly over it and see that. And if you did, you know, it's all private land, but if those ranchers, you know, hadn't kept that history, and you can find it, you know, you can find the location and stuff, but it's all private land, so it's just really neat that, you know, those little guys, yeah, that's the original Wells Fargo station, so it's just really neat. A good spot to land right there. The wind is basically just dead nuts calm. All right.
And you want to have your trough facing south so it gets the most sun, and bury it so it won't freeze. And there's a lot of water in there.
How much does it hold? And so for every inch?
Every inch it's about 100 gallons of water you get. And you can modify these too, where you can put you can add like a platform. Yeah. And the more surface area, right?
Oh yeah.
So I've seen them where you use a corrugated roofing material from the house, and a little platform, and it'll pour right into there as well. So just you add more volume to it if you wanted to. That would be a fun little shot, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
700 yards.
With black powder. Well, you can hear that river. So where was that like cliff dwelling at? Was that further right across the canyon there?
Okay.
Yeah, it's one thing to find arrowheads, man, but when you actually find even part of a bow, but to find a bow in a cave.
It's suspicious looking colors down there, aren't they?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? How dark that is?
Yeah.
It's not moving, but a couple weeks ago I called a bull from on top there all the way down. He crossed the river.
Did you get him?
No, I didn't. I wasn't hunting. I was just having fun.
Oh, wow. Fun. I like those ponderosa pines. I know.
This almost looks like an old sheep trail. You see that?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
That's why you need a friend when you're trail building, because that's a real trail.
Yeah, straight up. So you just want to build off of that?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to walk up this because the terminus of this, if you come up this canyon, will be that water tank.
Yeah.
The cabin's right there.
How old are they saying some of these? What are they called again?
Oh, look at this. This is an
alligator juniper.
Yeah.
And how old are they?
Hundreds, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard hundreds.
They can be ancient
Yeah.
trees.
Long before America existed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's juniper berries. Pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing's probably 200 years old.
Oh, good. Shoot, yeah.
Pretty fresh too, bud.
Hang on, I'm gathering some acorns. I love these things. Nice little tree. Ooh, how sweet. Mmm. Those little ones are good. Mmm. That's yummy.
came right across.
Yeah, it's a good sized bear. So this is the original attempted Wells Fargo line, huh? Boy, can you imagine
Yeah.
how hairy that would be?
See all these rocks they moved for this trail?
I know, yeah.
There's some cement work here.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking he'll.
Well, can you imagine doing that on horseback?
I think that's the old trail.
Yeah.
I think he wants to come down that way. I think that's his plan. This trail, I think, was abandoned.
Well, sure. Clearly.
There we go. Oil temp is up to snuff. We are good to go. Man, what a beautiful day. I mean, just beautiful country. So incredible. So, all those big bear tracks, we are going to be probably back. We could stand to have a few bears taken out, so that might be worth me getting a tag and trying to get one of those suckers. That would be something.